January 9th. The coldest air of the season is coming. I have 153 colonies, and 30 of them are outside and 123 are inside. So how do you fit $25,000 worth of honeybees into a 160-foot square room? Very carefully. This is 10 by 16. I have my window colonies here, which are the ones that are the most delicate, because they were my smallest colonies at the end of summer, and they still are. Majority of them my smallest colonies, so I got to make sure they have enough heat. I have in-floor heat here, but the problem is I bring in large colonies here that really could be outside, but rather than taking a chance of losing colonies, the ones I'm not sure of, I bring inside. I'm like a protective parent. I'm overprotective. And they put off a lot of heat, so it's going to warm up in here. I have the doors open. It's cooling off, and I'm trying to cool it off in here before nightfall. And then at night, when it gets dark, I go ahead and I close up this door, and I leave that screen open and that door, and I turn on the heat to 50 degrees. I need to find the thermostat that has a lower setting. But anyway, I keep it warm at night, and then before sunrise, I get up early in the morning and I shut off the heat, because during the day when these bees see light, they will generate enough heat. If I had this room completely closed up, it would be 100 degrees in here in less than 24 hours. And here's my other window. I have access to them. I can check them every morning just to make sure they're okay. Then I have access to this window here, and if I had an issue, I could move some hives out of the way within probably about an hour or less. This is a deck of my house, and I extended it out. So if I move stuff out, if I need to get to something, I move them out. Well, it takes me a few minutes to do that. If I need to check, like say for instance this one right here, so I just checked every colony today before I moved everything back in. They sat outside overnight. So I know the colonies are okay, but I did find some colonies that were light and they need honey. This one, and this one need honey. So I still left enough room here. See, with sunshine, and I'm going to put cardboard over that door so the bees don't go back that way. I still have room here to do a hive inspection, open up the hive, and put in some honey with the stand here. I set the hive on the stand, put in some honey, keep them fed. These large colonies here, they don't get hot. They seem to have enough room, but when you downsize the colony, let me show you this here. When you downsize a colony, this is the problem. I don't have enough room in this room for all my colonies full-size hives, so I downsize them when I can. And if you're not careful, they get too hot. And when they're running around trying to get out because they see the daylight, and they get warm, they generate heat, they start eating a lot. And it wears them out. It's not good for them. So I try to keep them as cool as I can. And here's a medium. Here's a good example right here. You can feel the heat coming off of them. As soon as we get past the coldest part of winter, I'm going to be taking a lot of these outside. It's like I said, it's January 9th. End of January temperature, average temperature start going up. And hopefully we'll have a warm February. But anyway, if I bring them out for a few days, then it gets cold, I just bring them right back in. I work really hard. I'm a weightlifter here. This is my workout during the winter. And I will work my ass off to keep my colonies alive while the rest of you are sitting inside watching stupid football games and not aware of what our government's doing to countries around the world for the corporations. Our government works for the corporations. Our military basically serves the corporations. They're all around stealing resources from other countries while China wants to build up other countries' infrastructure, and help those countries out, and we're stealing stuff from these countries. You guys need to learn what your government does on behalf of corporations. Check out Gray Zone, Grayzone, or moderate rebels on YouTube. Max Blumenthal, Aaron Mate, and I can't think of the other guy. Well, anyway, if you guys took the time to search stuff on YouTube, you could actually figure out what was going on in the world, what the United States is doing, instead of watching the mainstream media. You're being brainwashed. Okay? Thank you.